called Death Curse, a wasting disease afflicting anyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised again, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received this miracle in the past. Templars and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain the curse that has afflicted the entire region and possibly the entire world. So you guys want to give an intro on your characters, like who you are and how you got here? And
Sure. Hello. I am Worf the Dwarf. I don't know how I got here. I was put to sleep by some poisoned milk, and I woke up not far from here.
All right. Poisoned milk. It's the first time I've heard that one.
I love milk.
I'm Silo Guar. I'm a wanderer, so I go from place to place. I was chasing a good herd of elk, but they got away from me, and I came across this town or region.
All right.
Dude, your neck muscles are fucking huge.
Yeah, I work out a bit.
Damn.
All right, glad to meet you.
So I take you guys haven't met before?
I don't recognize those
No.
neck muscles.
All
It's the
right.
first time I've ever seen a little person.
Hey.
All right. Well, the two of you have been invited to the home of Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. A uniformed attendant leads you up a grand staircase to the third floor, then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks and shelves and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled up maps and charts. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't discern the gender because only the person's head emerges from under heavy blankets draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask conceal the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourselves to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I can call you that.
Well, all right. I mean, I have no problem being your friends. Do you have any milk?
There are beverages on the table. She kind of points over toward the table.
Don't mind if I do.
I sit down and start chugging a pitcher of wine.
All right.
Whoa. You're going to be fun to be around.
She says, I take you've heard of this death curse that's been going around the land. I am sadly afflicted myself. I seek a set of adventurers to help me bring a stop to it.
What have you heard about this curse? What can you tell us?
We don't know much, but none of the clerics that I have sought have been able to tell me much about it, other than it affects all those who have been previously dead. I do have contacts, however, in the Harpers who have told me that it is in the land of Chult, far to the south of here. It seems to be emanating from a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger.
The Soulmonger, huh?
Yes, we're not sure where it came from, but we have yet to find the border of its power. It seems to be affecting everywhere, all at once.
And you want us to go that way to try to figure this out?
Yes, I would like you to find the Soulmonger and destroy it if possible. As I said, my contacts tell me it's in the land of Chult. I am willing to teleport you there if you will take the job.
Well, I don't know if we're adequately prepared for that journey. Do you have anything that might help us along the way?
She kind of rummages through her blankets and pulls out a pouch and holds it out to you.
All right.
And if you take it, it's got 200 gold pieces in it. She says, once we're in Schultz, you'll have ample opportunity to supply yourself at Port Nyanzaru. This should help you get started.
I'll take it. I'm okay with going there. I got nowhere else to be because I don't even know how I got here. What about you, Silo?
If it's adventure that leads me there, so be it. I must follow it and make sure that you're safe.
Oh,
Very well.
that's the wine talking, isn't it?
She kind of shambles to her feet unsteadily and takes a step toward you and says, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. And she brings up her hands and does some movements and says a little incantation, and you disappear. And when you reappear, you're here.
Where are
And
we?
you guys are... I should have had a little... I'm trying to find a little token or something. Yeah, just...
Yeah. Put them where
You guys are over here. So you reappear right next to the...
I'm drunk.
should have stuck with the milk.
I'm going to shrink you guys down a little bit here. There you go. That should help. You reappear kind of on the coast. All right, here. I think I got another thing here for her. Where did it go? There it is. You appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sound of a harbor, creaking ropes slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestone, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, sing-songy words, and makes it sound almost musical. The aroma of the unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets of clay and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on the streets. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes race past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed in a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing.
Looks like we came in the right time. Big party.
Yeah, like what's going on? Don't they know about this Deathmonger or whatever the hell that lady was talking about?
The soulmonger?
Yeah. They act like
she... Maybe they don't care.
Maybe they don't.
Syndra turns to you and says, I will be staying with one of the merchant princes of the city for the duration of your journey. Should you need to find me, come there. And she marks on your map, which I am not prepared to do.
Well, can I ask her a question before she leaves?
Yeah.
Why does this city right here doesn't seem to be worried about this soulmonger? Why do they seem so happy?
She says, the only people that seem to be affected are those who have been raised from the dead before, and that is a rare gift that most do not have experience with. Most common folk are not affected by this and therefore do not care.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, what do I do with those little pins? She says, one other thing. I've put together a map of the region based on many different charts. There's not a complete map as no one has fully explored Chult, but this is all the information that I have. And she gives you another map, which I don't have loaded up yet.
Oh, that's okay. We'll probably meander around here for a little while.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's see. Can I do that real quick? Is this it?
So, what do you think, Silo? What do you think we should look for our journey?
Well, we're going to need supplies. Is your guild or any... I guess we should start walking around and see what's around town at first.
Yeah. Do you have any supplies with you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
Let's see. I got rations, you know, that kind of stuff. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got an explorer's pack as well. So we should be good with food. I've got some torches and tinder boxes too.
Okay, cool. Oh, why did it? Sorry. There you go.
Breaking my immersion, man.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do more than one thing. I'm trying to do
Hello, everyone.
two things at once.
Hello.
Well, I think we need to get a bit more information about this region if we
We
can.
still have a long way to go if we're going to defeat Don.
What do you think, little man?
Little man. Yeah, I agree. Maybe see what kind of shops they have around as well, and we could ask some questions.
I'm just prepping this. Ignore me.
Cool. So I'm just kind of looking around.
This is the map that she gives you, by the way.
Wow, it's pretty big.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
are
so-
we on this map?
Port Nyanzaru is right here.
Okay. And where did she say that the
So-
soulmonger was?
She doesn't know where it's at. She just knows it's somewhere in the region, or she believes it's somewhere in this region.
And this blocked out stuff is what?
Unknown terrain.
Okay.
Like no one's explored it before.
I'm used to being the first guy exploring regions, so this is right up my alley.
Yeah, you won't have any problem then. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here though, so I can pull it up whenever you guys want it.
All right.
Well, let's make our way through town.
Yeah, I'm looking around. Do I see any like any weapons shops or supply shops?
Gotta get to my map here. So you don't see any shops like directly around you, but this does seem to be a nicer part of town. There's real nice houses all around here.
I see.
Yeah, I need my...
All right. Well,
But it definitely seems to be like a residential area mostly.
all right. Well, I'll follow you, man. Wherever you think we, whichever direction you seem to be.
Would this be a typical town with like churches and things like that?
Yeah, there are temples to different gods. You're sure there will be.
Well, the inn is always a good place to find information.
Yep.
Uh,
Can we just grab somebody from the street and ask them where the inn is?
Oh, I'm sorry. Syndra, as you guys are talking, she's still here, we'll say. Information is scattered all over this book. Where is it? I even circled it because I couldn't find it the first time. Here we go. So as Syndra is heading away, she says, if you are looking for a place to stay, there are 2 inns over by the Red Bazaar. She says, the Thundering Lizard is caters to more of a ruckus clientele, but beds there are cheaper. Beyond that, there's Kaya's House of Repose, which is much quieter. I will leave it to you to decide which you choose. That is... I can't find any markers, so we'll
I'm thinking maybe we should go to the Loud House, man.
Yeah, our information might be better.
Yeah, people are a little more willing to talk when they're being kind of.
But make sure you're on your guard. I don't trust anybody.
I hear
She
you.
pins your map where this die is right here.
All right,
All right.
we're gonna make our way there. What time is it, by the way? Like time of day?
It's like morning, like first thing in the morning, 8 a.m.
Oh, so it'll be quiet in there. Or we'll think, I guess. We'll see.
You guys, as you guys walk past here, there seems to be some sort of temple right here on the side. These ships on your left here seem to be real nice ships. They're not like they're real new and large.
Hmm. And what do we see in this area?
As you pass this area here, you see it as it's a large market. There's shops all over, tented shops all over a giant square where there's people selling all sorts of things, weapons and armor and potions and things of that nature.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah. I hope they got some milk in this inn.
Hold on one second. You pass a fish market over here as you're walking past. There's all sorts of food and fish for sale. And then as you come into the square here, you spot one inn on the north side of the square here. Oh, this isn't north. I always get that mixed up. This is the west side of the square, and another over here kind of on the east side. And in the middle here is more shops set up in the court in a big empty area. But there's not as many, and they seem not as nice as the ones you saw over here.
All right. And which one of these inns seems to be the more loud of the two?
The one over here, say.
All right. You think we should go in there first?
Sure, let's check it out.
All right. So I walk in the door and I'm just like, innkeeper, I need a glass of milk. Is there some beverages around here?
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Milk, you say?"
Yes, milk.
Says, "I'll have to check the back for that one. 1 second." Kind of walks away.
I look at my friend and shake my head in dismay. What is your infatuation with milk?
I gotta have it, man. It's good for my bones. I'm a thick guy. I gotta have strong bones.
A few minutes later, the guy comes back and he hands you a glass of milk, but it's warm.
Well, thank you, sir. It's a little bit warm, but I'll make do.
It's the best we got here.
I appreciate you going and checking for me.
I asked for a tall ale.
He gives you one.
And I look at him like he's a drunkard.
Oh, man. Is this how it's going to be?
I lean on the counter and swig down my ale, and then I ask the innkeeper if he knows anything about the Chulu area.
Chult. Yeah.
Chult.
Roll me a d20. and not that one. This one. And add. So you're gonna give me an insight check. So you'll add whatever number you have here for insight to your roll.
1.
So roll your
What?
roll your d20.
Eight.
The innkeeper kind of grumbles and goes, ah, and then just walks away.
What? Well, that's rude.
I think we have to
So,
persuade him with maybe a bit of money.
There are also other patrons in this. Well, you're in like a tavern area. There's like rooms upstairs, but here there's like tables with many people sitting around drinking.
all right. Well, I wipe the milk out of my mustache and slam my glass on the counter, and I turn around and grumble, thanks for nothing. And I look around, and do I see, like, are they all pretty much the same kind of groups, or does, like, there any people that look a little more friendly than the rest?
Most people look pretty friendly. Like they're laughing and smiling and talking with each other.
Okay. Well, I'll just walk up to one of the groups of people and just say, I'm looking for some information, and I'll gladly buy your table a round of drinks if you can trade me such.
Okay. Roll me a D100. So what that is 2 D10s. And actually rename one of these like 10s. So this will be like your 10s column and your 1s column. If that makes sense. 20. Okay. One of the guys pipes up and says, "Oh yeah, you'll give us a free round?" He says,
For the right information.
He says, "I heard that you got to purchase a charter of exploration from Fort Belluarian before undertaking any jungle exploration. The flaming fists punish explorers who don't have the required paperwork."
Oh yeah, and what are these flaming fish?
Fists.
Whatever. What are the flaming fish?
They're flamers.
He said, "Oh, it's just a local militia group. They're trying to deal with the undead in the jungle, but they're not doing such a hot job."
So are you saying that we shouldn't really worry about them, or should I go ahead and get that certificate of exploration?
Says, "I don't know about you, but I'd get the certification just in case. Don't want to be dealing with them while you're out in the jungle."
And how do you manage to acquire that? Does it cost money, or do you just need to ask somebody for one?
I think they charge you for it, but you got to buy it over at Fort Bellaru. That is not how you say that. Where did that go?
All right.
I cannot pronounce this. Fort Belluarian. Fort Belluarian. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're definitely going to be exploring some jungle, so I'll take your word on that and get that certificate. I was looking for some information specifically on maybe somebody called the Soulmonger. Have you heard anything?
He says, "Are we going to get to the round you promised us, or what?"
Yeah. How much are drinks here?
Usually have this in front of me, but drinks are 4 copper for a mug or 2 silver for a gallon.
How many of that equals a gold piece?
So it's 10 copper for 1 silver and 10 silver for 1 gold.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I tell you what, man. I'm just going to throw this on the table, and you have as many drinks as it'll buy as long as you give me the information that I want. And I flip a gold piece on his table.
He kind of looks up at you in shock and is like, "Oh man, we could drink all day for that." So he says, "Man, I'll tell you whatever I know."
All right. Well, what do you know?
All right, roll me another D100.
Hey,
What's up, Bam?
Hello, hello, hello.
36.
Okay. He says, "I've heard about that city of Mesro over there. Said it was not destroyed during the spell purge after all. Its ruins are just an illusion. I heard a pale-skinned man whisper this to a dinosaur man with a big sword. The dinosaur man smelled like honeysuckle."
He smelled like honeysuckle?
Yeah, it was a very distinct smell. I don't know why I remember it. The whole time you're talking, this guy's just like pounding down ale, just like one after another.
Feeding us a story and getting drunk or what?
Yeah.
No, man, no story. It's true. I swear. I wouldn't lie to you guys.
Better not be.
Yeah. You got any questions specifically for him?
No.
All right.
Well,
Just join on me.
figure since we need that permit, let's go by there and take care of that.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you for the information. We're gonna go get that permit.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah. As long as your information checks out, I'll stop by and throw you another gold piece.
He just looks so excited. He's like, yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh no.
So
What?
What?
My game crashed.
Oh.
It's okay, I'm
he-
gonna come right
he-
back.
He hears you say, "We'll just stop by there on our way out." And he says, "Well, it's not in town here. It's farther north on the over on the coast." Here, I'll bring up the other map and I'll show you guys. Boop. So you guys are here, and Fort Beluarian is up here.
Okay.
Wonder if we could rent some horses
Yeah.
since we got a little bit of money to play with. Do you need anything?
He also yells, "If you guys are planning on heading out of the city, I'd get a guide first. You're gonna get lost in the jungle if you don't have somebody to lead you."
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
jungle.
Do you recommend any good guides?
He says, "I've never worked with any of them myself. I've never been out of the city, but I've heard of adventurers never coming back after they went without a guide. You can find posters of them all down by the wharf."
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll put this away.
Yeah. I'd like to stop at the shop and see on the way to where we're going to go look for the guides to see if they have any good quality martial weapons.
Sounds good.
Oh, here, I could do like this. Perfect. Yeah, well, right outside the inn here is a bunch of shops and stuff. You can buy basically any weapon or armor you want here.
I need to get a list of martial weapons because I don't know.
All right.
Okay. Do you have the player handbook up?
I don't have the player handbook, but I've got. I was looking at a web page. So
I had a PDF of the player handbook, and now I can't find it.
Yeah, I've got a list of all the martial melee weapons and ranged weapons right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want any of them, you just got to pay the cost, and you're good.
Okay. Yeah, most of these are like heavy two-handed weapons here. There's some that are. It says a Lance Reach Special. I don't know if that's necessarily two-handed or not. I mean, it's a lance. I would think that it would be, right?
Yeah, that would be. I don't even know a lance.
Yeah. It says it's 10 gold pieces, 1d12 piercing, 6 pounds. It tells me everything about it.
Uh-huh.
But if it's two-handed, I'm wanting to stick with one-handed stuff, and most of these are. Even though the one-handed one's pretty much.
The lance has reach too, which means you can hit people from farther away.
Right.
The special part of that. Oh, special weapons.
What about you, Silo? Is there anything you need?
No, I'm pretty good.
As you're going through the marketplace looking for, things that you might need, a couple things pique your interest as being unusual that you haven't seen before. One of which is a guy that's peddling what he calls insect repellent. He says, there's horrible bugs in the jungle that'll give you disease if you don't keep them off of you. But this year insect repellent will keep them off you easy, no problem.
Insect repellent.
So he has a block of incense that sells for 1 silver. It says, when lit, it burns for 8 hours and repels normal insects within a 20-foot radius centered on it. He also sells a vial of salve, which is 1 gold, and it contains 20 applications of odorless grease. 1 application protects its wearer against normal insects for 24 hours. It's also waterproof, so it doesn't wash off in the rain.
Whoa, that looks pretty handy right there, huh?
Yeah, we'll definitely be picking that up.
Yeah.
Which one do you guys want?
Well, I'm going to take the 20 applications, the salve.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Gotta have that side, boy.
Just
I'll
with 1 each?
2 of them.
2 of them? Okay. So that's 2 gold.
Yep, threw gold up on them.
Cool. Just keep track of your gold on your sheet here.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. You got these too, by the way.
What?
See, it says gold piece, silver
man.
piece, silver piece. Yeah.
Yep. Here, I'll click that 203 times.
So you both bought 2? Is that what you said?
I bought 1.
Quantum bought 2. Okay. So they're 20 applications a piece. So, and each application lasts for 24 hours. One other thing that catches your eye is a rain catcher.
A rain catcher?
Yeah, it's a simple contraption consisting of a 5-foot square leather tarp and a wooden frame with legs. The tarp is stretched across the wooden frame and it forms a basin that catches 2 gallons of drinking water per inch of rainfall and holds up to 8 gallons. The tarp and wooden frame folds up for easy transport. A rain catcher costs 1 gold piece and weighs 5 pounds.
I mean, that might come in handy.
The guy who's selling it says, the jungle's a nasty place, and you drink any of that water without boiling it first, and you're going to have a bad time. But this here rain catcher will get you fresh water almost every day. It rains a lot out in the jungle.
All right. Definitely get that. How
So
much was it again? Sorry.
1 gold piece.
And do we see anything else around here that's kind of an unusual item that looks all right? Looks kind of interesting.
There's a guy that's selling what he calls Tej, and it's an amber-colored fermented drink made from honey. He says, this stuff will never go bad on you. You can carry as much of it out into the jungle as you want, and it'll keep you nice and your thirst nice and quenched.
I think I'm all right on that.
All right.
Does it have any magical properties or anything, or is it just a delicious, like a delicious drink?
It's just a very popular drink.
Oh, it's popular.
It is. He says, the most popular drink in Chul. It's even far more popular than any ale or beer that you can find.
And how much is he selling it?
So he sells a mug for 4 copper or a gallon cask for 2 silver.
And I'll take 5 casks.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay. So that's going to be a gold. Yep.
And what is this stuff called?
Tej. Tej.
All right, I take a little sip just to try it.
It's very sweet. It's like the sweetest alcohol you've ever tasted.
Yeah, he ain't lying. That is good. I can see why it's popular.
That's about it, though. That's the extent of the special things you find.
All right.
As you're looking around the market some more, though, get to the right page of my book. This woman runs up to you and says, "You two look like you're strong and capable." She says as she eyes Quantum's character. Says, "You guys looking to make a little money? I got a side job and I need some muscle."
Oh yeah, what's the job?
She says, "I'm a bookie down at Executioner's Run, and one of my clients hasn't paid me. He owes me a fair bit of sum here, and I'll give you 10% if you help me collect."
I mean, how far is that from here?
She says, "Just across the street, though, over at Raya's House of Repose."
He's been.
I think he's alone. He's been in there drinking. He owes me about 500 gold.
I'll be right back. And I just start walking across the street.
All right.
I watched to see what the little guy's going to do. I'm a little impressed.
You're going to bust into there?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to kick the door open. And I'm going to... What is the guy's name?
His name is Taban.
All right. So I'm going to bust the door open and just be like, which one of you is Taban? Unless there's only one there, I'm going to say, are you Taban?
Some guy looks up and says, "Yeah, I'm him. What do you want?"
And what was the lady's name that he owes money to?
Kalehu.
I'm going to say I'm here to collect for Kalehu, and as I do that, all the lights or candles in the room are going to like flare up purple.
Purple. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of.
And I'm going to say I want her money right now.
See, this is why. Okay, I'll set that over there. Trying to make a space here for you guys. So, did you follow him, Quantum? Are you?
Yeah, with a smirk, I kind of follow him and
standing, watching
lean
by
in the doorway.
Okay.
And flex my muscles.
He kind of stands up and like stretches up real tall. This is a dwarf. He's like a tall person. He's like a normal sized person, and he's kind of trying to like intimidate you with his height. He says, "I'm not paying that stupid bitch. That run was crap, and she knows it."
Oh, really? You're not going to pay?
Nope. He seems unfazed by the purple lights. He says, "I've seen such trickery before. You don't scare me, dwarf."
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to use my command spell, Grovel.
Oh. What does that do?
The target falls prone and then ends its turn. Halt. Oh, yeah. So, basically just like falls and starts groveling at my feet.
Command, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you speak one word, command the creature within range. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall to the ground. Okay. It's this guy's wisdom. Target falls prone and then ends its turn. Okay. Where is a d20? Here we go. Okay, well, he falls to the ground.
And then I say, "Are you sure you're not going to pay?"
He quickly scrambles to his feet and pulls out a what's he have here? A spear. And says, "I'm not paying, I said."
A spear, huh?
Yeah. So roll me initiative. So roll a d20 and add your initiative modifier to it. And go ahead and roll Quantum too.
Initiative. Where's my initiative?
It's at the top middle of your.
Okay. My initiative for that is 17.
17.
Wow. Okay. You both rolled a 17. That's with your added?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys get to decide who's going first, but I assume since Quantum is standing there, Hogan is going first.
Yep. All right.
So actually, the NPC guy gets to go first. He rolled an 18.
Oh.
So he stands up, and then he comes over, walks right up to you, which that didn't work.
And
That didn't work.
fucking slapped.
Does drop kick.
And he tries to stab you with his spear. Here, what's your AC? 18.
18.
So he stabs you with a spear, but it just kind of bounces off.
All right.
And he pokes you 3 times. He goes ping, 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 and all of them just bounce off your spear or off your shield. He kind of looks at you like, "What?" Now it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to smack him with my mace.
Okay. So roll me a d20.
That's
And you add your proficiency plus your strength to that. So plus 3.
14.
Okay, so that's a hit. So roll damage.
And then a mace is what? Was it a D8?
Mace is a D6, and then you add your strength modifier to that too. D6 is a regular die.
Oh, I knew that. Strength modifier, you say?
Yep.
5.
So you do 5 damage to him.
Yep.
It's not a bad hit.
And then I'd like to say, are you sure about that now?
Stupid. I need to just delete this here. In the way. Sorry, I'm trying to get a note card set up with his HP
Yeah, that's cool.
so I can keep track of it.
Just want to be like, are you sure about that now? It ain't worth your life.
He growls and he says, "You couldn't kill me if you tried." Then he stabs you with his spear again. I assume you're doing nothing quantum still, or are you gonna jump in?
No, I'm gonna take my two-handed axe and say, "Enough's enough. Put an end to this," and take a swing at him.
Okay, so roll me an attack roll with your axe.
I'll be right back. Go ahead and go.
So add your proficiency and your strength.
So 19 and where's proficiency? Sorry.
Your proficiency is right here, and then your strength modifiers here.
Oh, so 19.
19. So that's a hit. So give me damage. What do you-
1d12.
D12. Man, are you two-handing that thing?
Oh yeah.
Great axe, huh?
2.
So add your strength to that as well. So 4.
Yep.
And also give me an intimidation check. Uh-oh, that's not good.
It's -2.
That's
So
okay.
do I roll a d20 for that?
Yep. Ability checks are always a D20.
Did Quantum cut his head off?
He hit him. He definitely hit him.
18.
Ooh. So you hit him kind of in the arm with your great axe, and you don't do a whole lot of damage, but he kind of looks up, and I assume you're taller than he is, so he kind of looks up at you and says, You're with this dwarf?"
Yep.
The guy kind
And
of
we call
stopped.
them little people.
Yep. I met him after I drank some bad milk.
He kind of eyeballs both of you, and he stops. And says, "Well, I'll give you half of what I owe her. Okay, just leave it at that."
It's all or nothing.
Yep. If you're willing to give me half, I know you got more.
Kind of growls, and he's gonna stab you with his spear again. Stabs at Hogan. What's your AC again?
18.
18. So this time he hits you. Oh, okay. Trying to figure out what the damage is here. Ouch. Ouch. He hits you for 18 damage.
Wow.
So he gets past your shield and stabs you in the chest, and he says, "I'm not paying if it's a full amount. I'll give you a little bit, but I'm not giving the full amount." So now it's your turn, Hogan.
Well, that hurt like a son of a bitch, but I came in here to get money. So I'm going to use another spell of Inflict Wounds
Okay.
And that is a melee spell attack that takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh. So it's a spell attack, so that means you roll a d20 as if you were doing a regular attack. But you add your spell casting modifier to it instead.
So 17.
That's a hit. So roll 3d10s.
9.
9 damage. All right. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Quantum, it's your turn. Unless Hogan wants to move away or anything.
Yeah, I'll step back.
Okay, well, I saw the little guy get hurt. I didn't like that, so I'm going to go into a rage.
Oh, yeah. Quantum's raging.
You've had it now, buddy. You've had it now.
So you have advantage on strength checks and strength rolls. You make melee weapon attacks using... when you make melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you get... Oh. You gain bonus damage and you gain resistance. Sweet. So what was your attack roll?
12.
So then add
plus 14.
16.
Oh, proficiency bonus too?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's a hit. So now you roll your damage and you add your strength to it and plus 2. Which is, yeah, D12.
Nine
9 damage. That's pretty good.
It's your last chance before you die, before we kill you.
He turns and says, "You wouldn't kill me. If you killed me, she won't get paid at all." And then he tries to stab Quantum with the spear.
You were just trying to give us the money. You obviously have money on you. We'll take it off your fucking dead body.
Roll a persuasion check for that one. I want to see what you roll.
What is it?
At Hogan. So roll a d20 and add your persuasion modifier to it.
It says I'm proficient in persuasion, but it's at 0.
Yeah, it's because your charisma has a -2.
Oh yeah, 6.
He is unconvinced. He stabs at Quantum. What's your AC, Quantum? 12? Okay. But you have damage resistance. Because you're raging. Really? So you take 9 damage. He stabs you with his spear and says, "You're not going to kill me. I can take you both easy." And that brings us back to Quantum. Or, I'm sorry, Hogan. Hogan's turn.
Okay, so I have Destructive Wrath from my divinity. So it says that I can use Channel Divinity to wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity, right? So when I roll lightning or thunder damage, I can use my Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. So
shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, so how does that work?
So, Channel Divinity isn't a spell. It's like an innate ability that you have because of being a Tempest Cleric.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cast a spell that does lightning or thunder damage, you can use your Channel Divinity to just instantly deal max damage without rolling.
Okay.
And your channel divinity, I believe. You can do once per long rest. Or is it long or short? It's long or short. Okay. So after you use it, you have to do at least a short rest to get it back. A short rest is like an hour long, where you're basically sitting doing nothing. You're just resting. And a long rest is 8 hours long. It's like a sleeping at nighttime. So
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to do Thunderwave, which is.
you might not want to do that
I might not want to do that. Why?
because it will also hit quantum because it hits everything in a 15-foot cube. It also would fuck.
Oh.
It also would fuck up this bar really bad, and you might piss off the owner.
Well, fuck.
Don't you have any lightning spells from your domain though?
No, these are the only two.
Oh, Thunderwave is from your domain.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why I have that one twice. Hang on, I fucked up. This was supposed to be that.
Don't
Yeah, these
Let's
are my
say-
spells.
you have Guiding Bolt? You can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll swap that one out. I had that one twice for some reason.
Yeah, because Thunderwave's your Tempest domain spell, so you
Right.
don't have it doesn't count toward your prepared spells,
All right,
but you still
that's
have it.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I think Guiding Bolt is a saving throw, if I remember correctly. Make a nope, it's a ranged spell attack against the target. So roll a d20.
Well, 3, so 15.
Oh, just barely. That like just hits his AC. And you're gonna do your channel divinity?
Yeah.
Good lord. 4d6. So that's 24 damage. God damn.
Okay, so I rolled a 16
For what?
for the damage.
Oh no, you just instantly do max damage because
Oh.
you're using your channel divinity.
Oh yeah, duh. That's right.
So these just all become 6s.
And then
Look at that. That's crazy. So you do 24 damage to him.
yeah. And
You go,
with guiding bolt, also if he's not dead, the next attack roll made against that target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
right. So you do guiding bolt, and he looks a little singed, but he's still standing. And he kind of turns to you and is like surprised by your magical prowess and goes, all right, I'll pay. Just stop. Just stop.
Show me the money, buddy. Show me the money.
He takes a rummages through his pockets and pulls out a coin purse and chucks it at you and says, "It's all there. Just leave me alone. Tell her to leave me alone."
All right. Are you satisfied, Silo? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good day, sir. Enjoy your milk. And I just walk out.
All right.
Man, that fucker hit me hard, dude.
Yeah, that guy's not easy.
He might have been a drunk, but he wasn't no bitch.
So are you going back to Kalahu?
I don't know. I mean, we could
Give her-
just
give
keep
her the
the
money.
fucking gold. But I don't know if that'd be a wise choice.
How did that get so big?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should give her the money, or else people are going to find out, and
Yeah.
we won't be well liked.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. And she's going to give us 10%, so that's 25 gold each.
Yep.
All right, boys. I'm all in now. Let's pop up.
Welcome back.
Y'all are in the middle of it.
Hey.
No, you
Oh,
came at
we're
the
in the
right
middle
time.
of
We
it,
just
but
finished a fight.
they just beat some dude up for his money.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We were asked to do it, though.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
cross
side quest, eh?
you cross the square and go back up to the woman who asked you and give her the coin purse, I'm assuming.
I'm just going to throw her. I'm going to take our cut out and throw her the rest.
And she kind of looks through the coin purse and counts the money and says, "You guys did a good job. Thanks for your help. If you ever need a bookie for a run down at Executioner's Run, just let me know." She wanders off.
Well, all right. So what do you
Guys
say we
made
go?
50 gold.
Yeah. So what do you say we go look at the board with all the guides? That's mainly
Yeah.
why I wanted to make some money, is just in case I don't know what the guides are going to cost.
Oh, we still have that 200 gold you got, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not too expensive.
I feel like 200 gold is quite a chunk of change. So where are we going here? Where's this board? It's over here, right?
It's over by where you
Oh.
started.
All
Like-
right.
As you come back to this area, you notice it's the what's it called? This is the harbor master's office right here. This building. So the outside the harbor master's office, there's a board that has all these flyers on it, and I gotta pull this out. So I'm gonna post some. I'm gonna post some things in the D&D section of our Discord, and these are the flyers that you find.
Alrighty.
So, what does your boy here need to do? I mean, is it an ordeal to make a character, or or can I just randomize something just to play along, or to keep the game moving, or?
Yeah, you'll need to make a character. I posted in the D&D channel the link to the player handbook. You should take a look at that. That'll walk you through how to make a character, but I can help you too, but it'll have to be after this session.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What?
There's a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it's
get off my pizza, bruh.
Holy shit.
this is why I wanted to have a session 0 where we all made characters, but
Oh my goodness.
yep, him and that, not them. Okay. I'll help you, Bam. I can't do it right now while I'm running this.
No, you're good, homie. This is not going to be a quick. I thought that I could just go wham wham. Let's roll some dice, and I could call my character or whatever it is, and then boom. Cleric. I like that.
Yep, that's what
Stay
I am.
cake for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
Is a paladin like a armored up, D's up, some bitch?
Yeah, paladins are kind of a cross between like a melee person and like a caster, because they get spells, but they also like go into the fight. So Okay. Okay, I think that's all of them. So these are the flyers you find.
Oh,
So you can
fuck.
start reading through these. There's flyers for 7 different guides or sets of guides. So
Hogan, when I did that that PC test or whatever, every time I open my computer now, like it pops up its own web browser, like automatically every time I unlock my computer, and I don't know how to get that shit to go away at all.
I'll help you later, man.
Okay. I went and tried to delete file location and delete some files, and I don't know. I don't think I did it right.
These guys have their own Triceratops? We're not talking about a dinosaur, right?
oh yes, we are. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. In the streets of like Port Nyanzaru, there are you see dinosaurs that are being used as like pack beasts, and you've heard talk of people saying there are wild dinosaurs in the jungle as well.
Oh. Well, I can't speak for Silo.
I'm back.
Oh, well, I was just about to say, I can't speak for you, but I kind of like River and Flask.
You like what?
I'm looking at the guides in the Discord that
Oh,
he posted.
okay.
And
Yeah, in the Discord, there's in the D&D chat, there's the flyers that you find for each guide.
And they seem like they've been around for a while, and they will completely waive their fee as long as we give them equal shares of whatever treasures we find along the way.
Sounds good. I'll trust your judgment, man of God.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. So we'll grab their flyer and is there a way we can locate them?
Yeah, we'll say the flyer provides a way to locate them as well.
Are they in town?
Yeah, they'll be in town. I think so. Let me check. They're often in town. If they're not currently, they will be shortly.
All right, yeah, they sound good to me. I mean, seems like they know their way around. They even got a nice motto: "River and Flask are up to the task." Schultz is our playground. We're fast, reliable, and know what we're doing. It's 5 gold pieces per day, and a 30-day advance is what Jobal's flunkies demand. We're happy to serve as guys for only 4 gold pieces a day with no payment up front. Even better, we'll waive the fee entirely for equal shares of whatever treasures we help to find. I like it.
All right, let's go pick them up.
Yep. All right. Where do we go, DM?
So the flyer says to meet them in a certain house in Malar's Throat, which is this section over here.
All right. Here we are in Malar's Throat.
Hogan, roll
Yes.
me a d20.
Watch. 7.
Okay, roll me a d10.
I always forget which ones are which. 10.
Okay. So as you approach this part of town here, where's Quantum? Oh, he's right there. Can't see your figures on this map. There's so much going on. As you approach the gate here into Malar's Throat, a man stumbles up to you and kind of falls onto Hogan's character and whispers in his ear, "Speak to the wise guardian, or a Thunga, east of Mbala. She can direct you to that which you seek." And then he collapses unconscious.
What the fuck?
Damn, dude. That sounds brutal.
That was weird.
I'm gonna put this on your.
Mathala east of what?
I'm gonna put this on this rumor card.
Okay. City of Mizro. Okay. Well, I guess he collapsed, so...
He wakes up a few moments after he collapses, and he kind of looks at you and Quantum standing over him and is just kind of like, "What? Where am I? What is going on? Why am I here?" And he's very confused.
You just told me to go speak to the wise guardian Orlunga, east of Mbala.
He says, I did.
Yeah, man, and then you collapsed. Are you okay? Do you need medical attention?
No, I think I'm fine. He gets up, but he says, I don't. Last thing I remember, I was in the tavern. It must have been.
Milk?
It must have been last night. I don't remember anything.
Huh. Well, that's a strange story, friend. Well, do you need any assistance, or are you okay?
He says, No, I think I'll be all right. Thank you for your concern."
Yeah,
And
you're welcome.
He begins to wander off.
All right, I kind of turn to Silo and say, "My giant friend, that was very odd."
Yeah, pretty odd. He's probably drunk.
Probably. I'm going to keep what he said in mind anyway. You never know. All right. And then we just continue through the gates.
Yep. So you continue in. I'm going to make you a little bigger too. Oop. And you proceed to the house that is this part of town is very shady. It's actually like a giant gorge that's has just cliffs on both sides, and all the houses are very like ramshackled and poorly built, and they're kind of stacked on top of each other like houses built up the sides of this cliff with big bridges that go across it from left to right. And you proceed up some stairs and onto into one of the houses that's on the side of one of the cliffs, and find there River and Flask, who are actually tabaxi, which are like cat people.
Yeah. Meow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are they like related?
They are brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna say, are you River and Flask?
River Mist looks at you and says, "Yes, yes. We are the guides, River and Flask. River and Flask are up to the task. Yes, yes."
That's your motto. All right. Well, we're here to perhaps hire you for an adventure.
Very well. Yes, yes. It's 4 gold per day is the price.
Well, actually, I was thinking about maybe giving you 5 gold up front, and then we just split whatever treasure we find along the way, all equal shares. I was told that sometimes you are willing to waive the fee in such cases.
River and Flask kind of look over at each other and lean in and whisper a little bit and say, River says, "Yes, yes, we've waived the fee. Yes, we require 100 gold up front, but we give it back after the treasure is had. Yes, yes."
Whoa. Your flyer didn't say that.
Yes, yes. Well, we do not know you. You are new adventurers. Yes, yes. We do not trust those we do not know. Yes, makes sense business wise. Yes, yes.
Is it okay if I step out with my friend and we talk about it?
Yes, yes. Of course, of course. Take your time. We are here. We are not going anywhere. Yes. Know that we have the cheapest in town. Yes, yes. We do not bow to Jobel and his minions. Yes, yes.
All right, all right. You want to step outside and talk about this for a second, Silo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back over here.
Oh.
What do you think about them charging 100 up front, man?
Well, isn't that kind of different from what they were posting?
Yeah.
I think it's like a bait and switch. I don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't trust them either.
I think we just keep walking and we'll pick another guide.
Yeah. Well, I happen to have some flyers in my pocket that I took, and most of them are going to cost us around 150, but some of them will reduce their rate if we share. Here's one.
What about Eku?
Eku.
It looks like they're from the jungle.
Yeah, they say they appeal to those who find fulfillment in doing actual good in the world, which is what we're trying to do, right? Seek to rid the jungle of evil. Yeah, yeah.
It's worth going to see and talk to her.
Yeah.
She's a female, so she's not strong. Not like me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's. Where does this flyer say we can find her at?
She. Sorry, I'm reading. Okay, she can be found right here.
All right. Well, the flyer says that they can be found over here, so we'll just head over there.
bro.
Okay, for
So much info.
for this, I need to know your guys' alignments. Quantum, you both are true neutral. Okay, that's good to know. So you knock on the door, and she opens it and she kind of bows very graciously and says, "Yes, come in."
All right. Well, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Worf the Dwarf.
Welcome, dwarf.
This is my friend Silo, the Almighty.
Welcome to you, Silo, as well. She kind of bows. She says there is much evil in the jungle. Do you wish to help me cleanse it?
Do you think we should be totally honest with her, Silo? On what our mission entails?
What kind of evil's in the jungle?
There are many undead hordes that have taken over the jungle in the past few years. Many have sought to cleanse it, but few have done any real impact. I wish to do my part.
All right. Well, I want to explain to her what we're off to do and let her know that we've been tasked with getting rid of this curse that's been plaguing some people, and we are off to try to find the soulmonger, and that we would need a guide in order to do so because we don't know this land.
Her face kind of contorts somewhat and says, "You seek to destroy the death curse, do you not?"
That's the one.
And she opens back up her front door and says, "I wish to have no dealings with such of your kind."
What happened to getting rid of the evil in the jungle?
The death curse does nothing but harm the undead hordes that are amongst our lands. Those who seek to stop it only seek to help the evil. Now get out!
What? Okay. That's interesting. So,
Not having luck with these guides here, are you?
yeah, guide number 2 was a bust too. Damn. So, but what about what she said, man? By destroying the soulmonger, are we really helping the evil? I don't know, Silo.
Yeah.
Like maybe we're being duped by that lady.
What lady? Oh, the one with the blankets?
Yeah, the one that sent us on the task to begin with.
Well, she wouldn't give us 200 gold freely if we were being duped. It's quite a bit of money.
I mean, maybe she would give us 200 gold if we were being duped. To make it.
Well, I'd like to know what this evil in the jungle is. I mean, that's where we got to go through. And she doesn't want us to kill the curse, which helps the evil. So what's the counter to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Quantum, roll me a d20.
Hopefully it's not for intelligence.
Hmm.
7.
All right. As you're standing in the street, kind of discussing what just happened with Eku, you hear someone not too far off yell, "Look out!" And you turn and see a bunch of barrels like rolling down the street toward you. So I need you both to give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's with a d20?
Yep. So roll a d20 and then add your saving throw dex to it, which is up above your skill checks here.
So 16.
Fuck. 4.
4. Shit.
I climb over the barrels like nothing.
And my little short ass
Yeah.
is plowed.
Quantum like leaps, gives like a big leap, and just like goes over all of the barrels. I need dice. I don't have any.
Little man, watch out.
And Hogan gets hit by one of the barrels and takes 6 damage.
I'm dead.
You're oh,
What?
so when you reach 0 HP, you don't die. You are knocked unconscious.
Yeah, that dude hit me for 18 HP earlier, man.
I stop in the street and go back and
So
Try to pick them up or something.
So another player can what's called stabilize an unconscious player. So you basically you're dying because you hit 0 HP, right?
Yeah.
But if someone else stabilizes you, you're no longer dying, you're just unconscious. So I'm assuming Quantum's going to stabilize you.
Yep.
So-
Get out a bandage or whatever I have to do.
So roll a d4, Hogan.
Four.
So you're going to be unconscious for the next 5 hours.
Wow.
So I would recommend Quantum, you take him back to an inn or something.
Yeah. We'll back to the better inn, the one that's plusher,
Yeah.
better beds.
And you're a big guy and he's a dwarf, so I'm assuming you have no problem carrying him.
Yeah, I grab him by the belt.
Just
This
walk
is gonna
around with
be-
me.
Resist the urge to want to throw him.
So this is Kaya's House of Repose over here. So you walk in and I'm assuming you ask for a room.
Want your best bed for the evening, or best room.
The guy says, that'll be a
Send up-
gold.
Toss him a gold and send up a full meal.
That's
Damn.
another 5 silver. So you guys get a room. I'm going to say if you want, you can take a long rest, which will bring you back to full HP. And then if you guys want to continue, it'll be like the same day, but it'll just be like the evening time.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That sounds
Yep.
all right.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So after a long rest, you get all your HP back, and you get all your spell slots back for Hogan. So you can cast your 3 spells again.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect to get taken out by a barrel. That dude fucked
Short
me
legs.
up earlier, though, man. That one hit just smacked me.
Yeah, that dude's not a pushover. He's
All
all right. So we'll say it's like 6 or 7 in the evening if you guys want to go out and try and find another guide or do something else.
Yeah, I was looking at Salida, but she is racist against albino dwarfs. I'm a hill dwarf, so I don't know if maybe she's racist against all dwarfs or just the albino dwarfs. Other than that, she seems all right.
So, Bam, did you decide what kind of character you're going to be?
I'm for sure probably not going to be casting a bunch of spells because that shit looks hella complicated. But I don't know. I feel like I want to be like John Wick
John Wick.
with like a one-handed sword, and then be able to like.
You could be a fighter. That'd be good. Like one-handed.
I want to be a problem solver, though. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know. I want to be cunning. You know what I mean?
You could have a high wisdom. That's kind of cunning.
Like, don't always have to get into a fight to solve a problem, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like a talkative person. You put
I guess, yeah.
you put a high charisma score. All right, if you want to, Bam. See these 4 dice here?
Oh. Yeah.
You can roll while we're doing our thing. You could roll your ability scores. So you want to roll these 4 and add up the 3 highest, and then write that number down.
I don't know. Oh.
So here, I'll get you.
I mean, we could try to find the Salida and see maybe she is just doesn't like albino dwarfs.
So just roll these and do that 6 times. Roll these, add up the 3 highest, write it down, and then do that 6 times.
So, oh, okay. So I just tap this and it rolls them?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. This
What
is
do you
going to
think
be
of
the
that,
roll.
Quantum? Or I mean,
Well-
Shiloh.
Kind of seems like we're going into this blindly. Now I don't know what to believe
I know.
because
Pull me up the
we have 2 perceived evils, but one's not really evil.
Yeah.
So I think we should go to the temple and ask around there. Usually they'll give you the straight goods, and you
Oh.
can talk to your kind.
Okay. All right.
So while you guys have been wandering around town, you would have spotted a couple different temples. I got to remember which ones are which here. So 1 second.
Mm.
So one of them would have been. Paste that. Rid of that. Temple. One of them was here.
Do we recall what deities these temples were?
You didn't stop and look, so I'm assuming you wouldn't know what deities they were for until you actually checked them out.
Okay.
I'm just.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just start walking and start checking out some temples. I'm from the
Okay.
Tempest domain, so I'm looking for
Yeah.
one of 8 deities.
You noticed another one over by River and Flask's house.
Okay. So we're just going to walk around and kind of check out this one. And do we see any like statues of any deities on the outside?
Give me a history check. You see statues of a guy, but whether you know who that is or not.
Was that a 10, a D10 plus my
D20. Ability score or skill checks and saving throws are always D20.
15?
What's going on over here, Bam?
Dude. I don't know what is going on. There's like the type here's. I don't know how to write. I don't know what I'm doing at all.
So on your upper left, click on the little hand that says grab.
Uh-huh.
And now right click on this and go down to the right click. And go down to description and you can write stuff there. So you know that this is a Temple of Timora.
That doesn't sound
I was
familiar to
not
me.
aware of that.
All right. So I think we should
it
keep walking.
is- Okay, you're not going to go into it?
I'd like to see what temples they are, you know.
Okay.
So
Where else you headed?
we're going to go this way.
So here's that big store area. Lots of vendors and stuff. No temples that you see though.
All right.
This is a big like hill. There's kind of these big hills. So this is a hill and this is a hill, and these are really nice areas of town.
Which way do you think we should go?
Don't matter. I'll follow you, little guy.
We know this temple over here. So do we see anything here?
So that is A temple of Gond.
I don't recognize that either.
It's very. You see a lot of Chultan people coming and going from this temple. Seems like a very popular place.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah.
Chilton people.
Okay. Yeah, let's check it out.
Anybody stand out like a priest or a headmaster or something like that?
Yeah, there's like a couple clerics up front. There's no services going on right now or anything. There's just people in the temple, like doing their prayers and giving offerings and things like that.
Maybe we should ask one of the clerics to speak privately, just in case we don't want to cause any like hysteria out here, because we don't really know the story on what's going on. We got two colliding stories going.
Okay.
So I'm just going to walk up to one of the clerics that doesn't seem too busy and just say, hey, can me and my friend have a word? It's kind of important.
Certainly, my child. Right this way. And he kind of leads you to a side room where you can have some privacy.
I agree with the cleric. He does look like a child.
Ha!
It's the size of a child.
Whatever, man peck.
Man peck.
So
all right, so he leads you to a side room and you guys are alone.
So I'm just gonna kind of say, look, we were told by a certain person that there was an evil spreading over the land that was being caused by a curse spread by the soulmonger, called the death curse. Then we were paid to seek this soulmonger out and destroy it to end the death curse. But along our journey so far, someone else has told us that by doing so, we were actually helping the evil. So now we're kind of conflicted religiously and was seeking guidance.
He says, you must have met one of the Emerald Enclave members. They are environmentalists of sort, but they are somewhat confused. It is true that the soulmonger which you speak, that which causes the death curses, is harming the undead hordes, but many believe that the death curse itself is worse and that we can deal with the undead hordes once even without the death curse.
So what about the soulmonger? Is that an evil that should be dealt with?
He says, from what I've heard of the soulmonger, it is nothing but evil. It is a necromantic artifact, and nothing comes from that sort of magic.
Okay. All right. What do you got for
What
us,
else
Silo?
can you tell us about your area, the evil?
He says, the undead hordes were raised by a mighty sorcerer many, many years ago. They have taken over the jungle, and it makes it difficult for any to explore or map the area. But we believe that sorcerer is long gone by now, and that as we deal with the hordes, they will just get smaller and smaller, and we eventually will wipe them out. It would be easier to allow the death curse to take its hold and eliminate them for us, but we lose so much. All those who have been raised from the dead previously would also be lost. Is it really worth it?
That's probably why. That's probably what's going on with that lady. She's probably not evil at all. She was just raised from the dead for some reason.
Hey, one of you, it doesn't matter which, give me a persuasion check as well.
You don't want it to be me.
I don't know that you both have bad charisma, so it doesn't really matter.
15 and 13.
13? Okay. Continue.
Okay. Well, I think this definitely helps clarify some things.
Yep.
So,
Well, thank you for your service and time.
Anytime, my child. I am always available.
oh, hey, I got one more question. Are you familiar with any of the guides that had flyers over on the wall?
He says, unfortunately not. I've never had need for any of them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right.
Yeah, I guess if we asked innkeeper who's a good guide, maybe they'll know.
Yeah. Wasn't there a nice inn over on this side of town, too?
Nope. Both the inns are over here.
Okay. We're going back. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Hold on one second. I'm going to test something.
Oh.
I can do that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, it broke. Okay, fixed. Cool. Awesome.
Uh-oh. My character.
Oh, your character's locked? Yeah, I forgot it does that.
Okay. I'm going back over here.
There you go.
All right. So we're back at the inn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, hey, Hogan, roll me a d20.
$16.
A 16. Okay, proceed.
All right. So I guess we just walk into the inn and go up to the innkeeper and
Ask him for his help.
yeah, say, hey, can we bend your ear for a second, Mr. Innkeeper?
Sure, what do you want?
We're looking for a guide, and we haven't had much luck. We were hoping that maybe you could suggest us a good guide that didn't have their own agendas in mind.
He kind of chuckles. He says, I've yet to see anyone come through my door that has no agenda in mind. But if you desire a good guide, I have heard many have had success on the wharf finding flyers over there.
Yeah, we saw those flyers, and we visited a couple of them. One of them, I'm not going to mention any names, but they seemed kind of shady. And then the other one didn't want any part of our journey. So we're having problems locating a good, reputable one, I guess you would say. By the way, do you have any milk?
He provides you with a glass of milk.
Thank you, sir.
Your fascination with milk.
It's for my bones, man.
Do you ask everyone for milk?
When I'm at the bar or the inn.
Oh.
Pray we don't cross the field with cows.
He says,
I'm not a fiend.
well, he says, well, I've heard there's a few dwarves in town that, oh. Then he kind of looks at Hogan and stops what he was going to say.
What about the dwarves, man?
Well, dwarves are wonderful people, but they're not so capable in the jungle. But I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Oh. Well, you definitely instill confidence, sir.
He says, personally, I would look into Azaka, Stormfang, or Eku. They have been around for quite some time, and I'm sure they would know their way around.
Oh. Okay. Kind of like talk with Silo and let him know, hey, well, we already tried Eku, and she doesn't want nothing to do with it. And Azaka Stormfang, she seems okay.
Yeah, maybe she's on the other side of the fight.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, let's go talk to her.
Yeah. All right. So where can we find this Azaka?
All right. Let's see. I gotta. this right here. And copy. Okay. She can be found. Let's see. Okay, she can be found here. Doot.
Hello, I'm looking for Azaka Stormfang.
She answers and invites you in. Says, so you're looking for a guide, huh?
Yep.
Says, well, I charge the standard fee, 5 gold a day and 30 days payment up front.
All right. And
However, I do have a task at hand that I would be much obliged if someone would help me with it, and I would waive my fee for such adventurers.
well, I saw that you were wanting your wooden mask back on your flyer here, and that does seem important to me because I'm sure it has personal dealings for yourself. And we possibly could be willing to help you with that, but we have a quest that we have to get underway soon.
Sounds good. I'm ready to leave as soon as you are.
So we could take care of the mask after our quest?
Yes, but I would require the payment up front until our task is complete with the mask. However, I'd be happy to refund it as soon as we have the mask back.
You don't want to know what our quest is?
Your quest is of no interest to me. I'm simply a guide. I can take you anywhere in the jungle.
Do you know about the evil in the jungle?
Oh yes, the undead hordes are everywhere. Best stick to the rivers and stay away from the thick jungle. That is where they seem to congregate.
And have you heard of the Soulmonger?
There has been talk of the artifact that causes the death curse, but many have said that it is here in Chult, but I am not so sure.
Well, we were told that it was, and if we agreed to pay you, and then, exchange for your services, would you help us track it down?
Sure, I will help you go to anywhere in Chult that you desire, as long as I am paid.
What do you think, Silo?
Yeah, I think that's fair. But if you cross us, we'll kill you.
Oh, motherfucker.
She just bows and says, likewise.
Ha! I fucking like her. Okay, let's do this.
She said, we best not set out at night, though. We can leave first thing in the morning if you wish. Where are you staying for the night?
We're staying in the inn just a little bit northeast of here.
Very well. I will meet you there first thing in the morning if that suits you.
Yeah, are we going to need any provisions such as a boat or horses or anything like that?
She kind of ruffles her brow and says, You have you no experience in the jungle?
I look at my little friend and chuckle and say, don't worry. I'll explain to him what it is.
Yeah, I'm from the hills.
Very well.
He's from the land of rock.
What about the certificate of
I would
exploration?
recommend that you carry quite a few supplies if we're going on a long journey. As much water and food as we can take is with us is always recommended. There are no available sources in the jungle that are easy.
Okay. And we were told we need a certificate of exploration.
Yes, the Flaming Fists can be quite, let's say, aggressive toward those who do not choose to get such certification, but I will do my best to avoid their patrols if that's all right with you.
Yeah, I mean, we're not totally against getting the certificate. So,
If you wish, we may go to the fort, which I can't name,
yeah, the Bella Rouge thing.
Fort Beluarian first and get the certification before we head out.
Okay, do you happen to know what they charge for such a certificate?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay. All right, well, we'll just meet in the morning at the inn.